Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategic and we are returning to Rule Wave 3, where we're in an uncomfortable situation in the Central Pacific. We, as the Empire of Japan, have just launched our invasion of Hawaii, whereas the Americans have launched the invasion of the Aleutians. That means their fleets are currently a little bit interdispersed between all of these areas. They currently have 3 carriers in the Central Pacific, they've got 3 carriers in the Northern Pacific, and they've got 2 carriers on the American West Coast, whereas we've got pretty much all of our fleet in the Central Pacific. Now that's good. I'm hoping that we can overwhelm them here. The danger is, of course, they can concentrate at any minute, A, and B, we can't really support all of these forces here in the Central Pacific for a long time, so sooner or later we'll need to draw back, whereas these guys seem to be circling in and out with their home area pretty well, so this is not very sustainable. I'm hoping that we can snatch the victory here and hopefully move along then. Before we go into that, let's look at our aircraft types here for a second, because we're currently not having any proposal for new aircraft, and I think there should always be one. Now, of all of our aircraft, I think I've got a slight issue here with the medium bombers. Primary reason for that is they are not very reliable, which means they're going to be less available during any given scenario. So we're going to request a proposal here for medium bomber that should have a good bomb range and bomb load. Let's put it like this. There we go. That's going to take a year or so to be resolved, and until then we're going to hit the next turn button here. Yeah, we don't have any forces here. They're getting 300. Okay, anti-war protests in Great Britain, but we really need that big battle in the Central Pacific, and this is not good. Matched our electronic warfare, so we are now on par. I think we had a small advantage there. Sinking a couple of submarines, nothing too big to be honest. Right, so no big engagement this time around. How are their force dispositions changing? They're pulling more of their forces to the Northern Pacific. Note that the Brits are doing something weird here. They are invading us in Burma, and I would really love for Burma to be holding on to us, but I can't be everywhere at the same time. I'm not sure what they're doing in Southeast Asia. They're going to cost us some points there, but for now we are alright. And nevertheless, we've got a couple of ships now in Northeast Asia that were, I think, repaired and stuff. So you guys are still working up, but we've got the light cruiser here of the 4th light cruiser anti-air group. You should actually move to the Central Pacific and hopefully be ready there. All of our ships are starting to show serious wear here with the little asterisks here. That means these guys are increasingly likely to suffer some sort of damage on their engines because they're way deployed outside of their range. But I really want to get a good battle here. Carrier battle. Now, this is more interesting. We've got 6 carriers. 2 of these are really just escort carriers. They have 2 and 3 light carriers. They also got a couple of light cruisers and a bunch of destroyers, which we can't really ignore. Damn it. I would have really hoped that we would be getting that. This is the French ship Galois. It looks beautiful. I really like the looks of it. It's really slim. 9 10-inch guns and 3 triple turrets, couple of 4-inch guns, 4 surface to surface missiles. Not sure where they are. I think I can only count 2, but oh well. Tensions raise. I don't want to get into war with the Soviet Union, please. Yes! Yes! Well, that's not good, but that I very much liked. So I think we now control the Central Pacific, and if I'm not mistaken, that means the Americans don't have any presence here at all. It should also mean that we have a lot more capacity here due to Hawaii itself. That's a capacity of 80. How is this looking in total? Is it really that bad? Are you in South Pacific? No, you're on Central Pacific. Okay, yeah, we got a lot more capability here, but we're still exceeding it pretty darn highly. So let's look at the air groups. We've got Pearl Harbor now. We should add air units here. So I'm thinking that we're going to add a heavy fighter group. We're going to add a medium bomber group. I guess these guys we can go up to 20. Don't think we need to be night capable. Or can we do that? It would be fun to have some night-capable bombers here. Yeah, we can apparently do that. Good. Okay, that leaves us with a little bit more than 20, so let's add a couple of jet attack aircraft. Now we've got 8 more, which we're going to use for patrol craft. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Shanghai, we're not currently doing anything in Shanghai. Well, I don't think we need to. It's our home territory. Right, so that's pretty nice. Do we need the Northern Pacific? The Americans got Alaska here, of course, so they've got a pretty good basing right there. I don't think these Americans are going to stay here. I think they're going to withdraw to the Northern Pacific. I would love to defend ourselves in the Indian Ocean, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that. Most of our ships are suffering so badly here in their status that I think it is time to at least briefly withdraw them to our home waters. Yeah, let's get everyone. Come on, where's... I always kind of not see that in Northeast Asia. There we go. I think I'm guessing there should be some sort of hyphen in there. Right, a couple of our ships are still being repaired here due to the recent engagement and or some damage. That's alright. What are you doing in the Caribbean? What are you doing in the Caribbean? Did I send you there by accident? I might have. Someone probably pointed that out in the comments already, but oh my. Right, so everyone goes home, refit the engines, that should be okay. I think we should start to build a motor torpedo boat squadron, which in this day and age is actually a missile boat squadron in Hawaii. I'm actually going to build 2 there. It's not too costly, is it? Coastal fortifications, Greece, Hawaii. We've got the airbase. Let's also build a small gun platform there. Not so much to really defend against enemy shipping, but to defend, to get a small bonus should they ever try to invade us. There we go. I really like the MTB squadrons, although they haven't really helped us too much so far. Battle in support of land. I don't think we've got much here. So that's a no. Burma might fall pretty soon. Shell and missile damage, that's nice. Indecisive engagement. Hardships in Great Britain. Yeah, most of the airstrikes have disappeared. I think we're going to keep our forces here for one more turn, unless we're seeing something extremely weird happening. Yeah, so Americans are out of the Central Pacific. They can't really support anyone here, so that's super nice. We could sort it out into the Northern Pacific, but I think we're going to give it one turn. Oh, it's nice to see that, well, the Americans are really, really weirdly dispositioned here. In 2 turns we would have the Shima back online. And a couple of light cruisers. What's currently under construction, by the way? 2 aircraft carriers, which are going to actually be ready in 7 months. That might even be within the war still. Well, we're suffering a lot of money bleeding for now. So let's dial down a little bit on the research. I want to be capable of keep going here. We should be capable of maintaining our posture here. You know what? We're going to do it. So we're going to basically grab everyone in Northeast Asia, except for the guys who are only doing trade protection. Yeah, there's some damage here on some of these, or some initial problems with some of these ships. But we're going to sort it forward. We're going to go into the Northern Pacific. That leaves only a couple of ships here and there. Most of you guys should be alright. You're doing foreign service, so that's okay. You guys are in West Africa. Yeah, you're being really weird. I'm not sure why you were in the Caribbean to begin with, but let's see. I don't think we can battle this because we don't have enough forces here. No, we do. In Rangoon. Ah, we've got a single heavy cruiser, the Osama. I don't necessarily like where that is going. 8 8-inch guns, couple of 4-inch guns, 8 surface-to-surface missiles. Right, you're gonna go as fast as possible. Our objective is coastal, whatever that means. I think it just means preventing the enemy from attacking us, because I really can't expect anything else. We should have a couple of... We've got a battery here, a couple of installations, a couple of KE patrol boats, a couple of merchants. Where are these guys? Down here, over there, over there. Yeah, so all sort of in the area here. 6 medium bombers, 12 patrol boats. Let's see whether we can find anyone. Don't see any reports, don't see any logs here. Ooh, there was something, but I think it was just friendly. What was that? I think I've seen something over here. And it didn't look like the friendly stuff there. Right, I should be a little bit less fast here. Let's run that minute by minute. Okay, that is a friendly ship. I think we've seen that that was a friendly ship as well. Well, it's very difficult to cover all of this with just a single heavy cruiser. Whoa, oh, what's that? Well, it's also getting daylight now. So we should see a lot more. Now, I think if we shift click that, okay, it's a merchant. To be fair, we should have some knowledge about our own ships that are operating in the vicinity. Right. Although, of course, the radar miscommunication has always been a thing. There's glare. That is, of course, not really quite that relevant anymore. I don't really see any enemy ships. Aha. Now, that seems to indicate that that is not something friendly anymore. Right, let's go to as fast as possible. Let's go right over here. There's the first missile in the air. We don't know what it is. Could be anything. Well then, so they've got at least 2 ships here. Let's fire a couple of more missiles. 3 missiles in the air. They're probably going to shoot missiles at us. What's that over here? Oh, that's a merchant. Yeah, it actually tells us it is. Okay, you got the decoy there. That's nice. Okay, let's fire a missile at the supposed battleship. I'm really not sure that it is going to be one, but let's see. And I want to get a couple of missiles away here from the ship because it's just not going to work to have them on deck while we are maneuvering here and being engaged. Okay, you've got no missiles left. This your gun range? Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go as fast as possible and directly into them. Because if they're going to launch more missiles, as they do, So many missiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them decoyed. More in the air. Ooh, ouch. 2 missile hits here. We are on fire. One of our turrets is taken out. Turret disabled, fire started. Radar disabled, fire control disabled. Not good. Secondary gun destroyed. Crew quality is -2. One of our fire controls is still available, the others aren't. Fire spreads. On fire 4. Well, we are getting into gun range at least, but I think we've already lost this engagement. Fire spreads. It's at 4. Let's see whether we can score some hits here. I don't believe so because of that fire. And they're actually launching heavy missiles here, heavy guns at us. Yeah, medium hit here. 8-inch guns. We've got 8-inch guns, but at this point, I'm very sure that we're not going to be able to do this. So we're going to run. We're going to run. Radar repaired. Nice. Okay, we at least know their class now. 6 8-inch guns. The same amount of guns that we've got. Much more modern. Lots of radar, lots of surface area missiles, which we don't have. I wonder how they can really fit all of them on there. I think this is the date of the refit of the last one. Not of the original ship. Can we actually look at when that ship was built? The Amphrite class. Oh, it is, yeah, it is fairly recent. Not good, not good. But yeah, our missile launcher is being hit. At least there's nothing in there anymore. So that at least is a good thing. But with 4 fires, and they are now really onto us. Flash fire there on a turret. So 2 of our turrets now completely burned out. I think while I was trying to run away here in a straight line, I think we're going to go to the north. Hoping that they're going to fire on some of these merchantments. It's going to bring us much closer to them. But I'm hoping that at least we're going to be able to... We're going to be toast here. We are being hit every second now. 11 medium hits. Fires are getting worse. I think this is the end of the Asama. Yeah, she's being rapidly overtaken here. Well, we're going up against 2 heavy cruisers. More engine rooms hit. Another turret flash fire. We are out of turrets. We are completely out of turrets. And there's a level 9 fire here. There's just no way that we're going to survive that. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yeah. Well, that's our last ship, I think. I don't think we've got any further control here. They're still bombarding us with a lot of guns here. We didn't even really score much damage in return. So this is definitely one of the biggest disasters, I would say, and one of the biggest losses that we've seen so far in, I would say, the entire campaign. I think we had one German ship blow up one of our battle cruisers, I think, in a flash fire. So, and they're now engaging the land targets. Maybe I should have tried to move away first and then only come in once they're busy attacking. But I had hoped to gain some alpha on them with the missile strike. That didn't turn out the way it was, so let's just see how things go. Can I run three hours without interruption? I think so. Yeah, not even our aircrafts are doing much for us. That would have been nice if the aircraft from Rangoon had damaged more of them. But yeah, here's nightfall. Not a good day for the IGN. Very bad day indeed. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. Victor, Great Britain. They didn't even suffer any damage. They did not suffer any damage. They bombarded a land target. That got them a lot of points. Ouch. Ouch, I would say. I do not want to be reminded of that battle. Okay, helicopter. Stuff done. Our jet fighter, all okay. Helped our light light forces and torpedo warfare, good. Light SAM mounts, now that's good, that's very good. An advantage in electronic warfare is also pretty good. Yeah, and of course we lost in Burma. That is, oh dear God, no. No, no. Hosho being damaged, that is, that's not good. Well, at least it's one of our smaller carriers with only 25 aircraft. But her being out of commission for 3 months is not a good thing. Trouble in the USA is a good thing. But tensions with the Soviet Union are now also so incredibly bad. Notice how the Americans are moving into the Central Pacific here with a couple of heavy cruisers and light cruisers and destroyers. Yeah, but the bulk of their forces is still over here. This is interesting. This is interesting. Hosho. Is there anything that we need to rebuild on Hosho? She's got spacious stuff. She's got a medium SAM. Just out of curiosity, the light surface to air missile. How much weight do you guys have? About half of the medium SAM. Interesting. I'll need to see whether it makes sense to. How about the topside load? Less than half even. Yeah, it's also less than half here. Right, okay, interesting. I'm gonna need to check whether it makes sense to build these guys. Topside load, weight remaining, yeah, okay. There's nothing special here. Nothing to be really upgraded, I think. So yeah, we're gonna keep her in normal repair dog. But my oh my. What a cluster that was. Right, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the first big loss that we hear. Oh, yeah, I did want to check that. So, if we sort this by displacement, scrap, broken up, scrap, and turned. That doesn't really count. Sunk off Burma with British ships. This is truly one of the biggest losses that we've had. Yes. And it's certainly the biggest loss since 1938. In 20 years... And again, it's with British ships in the Indian Ocean. Again, a cruiser, 10,000. Again, actually, it took an hour. But I mean, yeah, it was a nearly 30-year-old ship. So there's that. Right. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye-bye.